Welcome. Oh, hello, and welcome to another episode of The Gurls Are Angry, Season 2. Today, we have a very, very, very VIP special guest. TikTok beauty, dancing queen, the one and only Ava Hirons. How are you, my babes?
I'm good, my girl.
Good?
Yeah.
Excited to be here?
We
good. A little cheers. Let's just cheers.
This is
to
strictly
you,
for Shelen.
Yeah, for you being here because... See, I didn't make it too strong for you, though.
No, you didn't.
I didn't make it too strong for you.
She knows me.
I know. Okay, to get you in here, warmed up, I want you to tell me your star sign,
Okay,
childhood crush,
period.
and the last thing that made you angry.
Okay. So my star sign, Sagittarius,
Obviously.
Stellium, period. I won't give you the whole thing because, you know.
I mean, maybe you can give us the little trio.
You get a little trio.
You know, I love it. I love the
Sag,
star sign.
double Libra, Sag, Pisces, Mars.
Strong.
Yeah.
Do you feel like a Sag?
Yeah, I'm a Sag stellium. That is me. My Pisces takes over sometimes. And my Libra's just there to maintain balance.
To vibe.
What was the second question? My childhood crush, Shamar Moore.
Who's that?
Shamar Moore. Have you watched Criminal Minds, babe?
No. Criminal Minds?
Yeah.
I'm going to get a pick up of him.
Let me show you.
What's he giving? Go on for it. Go on for it. Go for it. What's he giving?
Go on for it, girl.
Go on for it, girl.
Shamar Moore, that man was everything.
Is
Hey,
it?
baby girl.
How old were you when you first saw him?
I was too young. I was in year 6. Maybe even year 5. My mum used to kick me out the living room, but I would sneak and sit by the door.
Sneak in,
watch
yeah.
it.
You got to see your man. Do you know what I mean?
I have to see my babes.
Got to see it.
Honestly, even Spencer. I can even tell you his real
Who's
name.
Spencer?
Okay, let me show you Shamar Moore and
Okay.
Spencer, because I don't know his government. I don't.
Childhood
Spencer.
crush. I feel like when you ask someone what their childhood crush is, it sets the tone. It lets you know who they are, what they like. You know what I mean? Shamar Moore.
These two right here.
Shamar Moore.
These are so.
Oh my God. So who's that one?
So that's Dr. Reed. Spencer Reed. This is now the screenshot. I'll use that later. Not joking.
I liked him. I
Which
liked
one?
him as well. Show the camera. The brown one. I liked him.
Shamar Moore.
Shamar Moore, yeah. I'm feeling him.
And when you watch the show, you got to be feeling both.
Wasn't he in CSI as well?
Yeah.
I feel like he was. Or in something.
He's in a new. He's got his own new one. SWAT. Is it
Oh
SWAT?
damn! You're a fan.
I'm a fan. No, babe, I'm a fan. I was literally in year 6, like, I need him. And he got to Penelope every day. Hey, baby girl. Oh, I wish it was me. I got older, and I was like, wait, maybe married.
Maybe slide in a DM and...
Married kids.
Oh, yeah, he's married. Okay,
Yeah, he's like in his 50s or something.
And the last thing that made you angry?
The last thing that made me angry.
Not you mashing up the set.
What did I knock over?
Don't worry about it.
Do you want me to pick it back up?
No, I was just joking. It's a flower.
Okay, cool.
This thing, guys, Ava's so sweet. You guys think she's this big tough cookie. She's not. She's just a little soft, little mushy thing. So
I'm telling you, since like 18, I was like, okay, let me be really authentic to who I am. Let me stop.
Let me be my true self.
No, literally, I was like, let me stop trying to be.
Literally, West London won't break me.
No, and it didn't. Shout out, Mumsy.
Big up.
But the last thing that made me angry.
Do you want me to tell you my one in the meanwhile while you cook?
Yeah.
The last thing that made me angry was this morning when I tried to get on the bus, right? Let me tell you something. Sometimes, you want to enjoy your growth, but sometimes you just want to go back to being 15 years old. Because the bus was packed. It wasn't ram, it was just a little bit full. Okay. I could have squeezed in, right? The bus driver wasn't opening the front doors. I said, wait, okay, you're going to let people out at the back, then you're going to let me in. But a little instinct in me was like, Shelen, this bus driver is not going to open the front doors, so just jump in the back, like we used to, back in the day. Do you know what I mean? But I said, Shelen, no, don't do that. You're mature now. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to get caught slipping, jumping on the back of the bus for free. Do you know what I mean? So let me just wait here patiently for the bus door. The bus door didn't open. The bus went. I was late for my shoot. All because I didn't go back to my roots and jump on the back of the bus. Like 15-year-old Shelen should have.
Even if you wanted to walk up to the front, you could have walked up to the front afterwards.
I could have exactly done that.
What was that bus alert that they always play?
Do not jump on the bus. That one. No drinking on the bus. That one.
Oh yeah, we used to hear all of them. No smoking on the upper deck.
Yeah.
Busting up. We'd be there like, shit, you gotta jump off the bus. Oh, God.
No playing music out loud.
Some meats. Why are we even doing that?
I don't know. We're living life though. We're living life.
I had no business being 13 doing that.
But that was the last thing that made me angry, was that bus driver.
The last thing that, maybe it's not the last thing that made me angry, but it's the thing that's made me most angry this week, yeah? And actually it's because you weren't in your area policing it.
Oh, God.
Yeah. You left the area and you weren't policing it.
It all goes wrong when I'm not there.
It all went wrong because you weren't there. Of course, I'm coming back from a Topicals event now.
Oh, gosh.
2:30 in the morning. And I drove my bike there. So I have a X-Max,
bike.
Drove my bike. You know, I love my bike.
Oh, yeah. Your normal bike, not the line bikes.
No, my ped. My ped, yeah.
Ped. Ava has a ped, if you don't know. It's pretty iconic. It's giving Lizzie McGuire. Anyways, Karen?
And I was driving and I come round a corner now. Bear in mind, I'm in heels. Don't sue me. I'm in heels. But I'm looking girly. Got my little leather jacket on, tiny little jeans, like free-court, like whatever. I'm looking cute, feeling cute.
Chic.
She's cute. Got my nice helmet on, even my girly helmet.
Of course.
Bought it new, like £89 or something.
What colour
crazy.
is it?
Black, but it's got like gold, wispy bits of like one fairy helmet. Yeah.
She was a fairy.
2:30 in the morning, Elephant and Castle.
Oh.
Go around the corner now and I see two kids. I'm gonna guess they're like 15 maybe, both in balaclavas.
Woo, not looking good.
And I drive past them and I was thinking, and they both looked at me like this, but me thinking that I'm this big woman, straight back at them through my visor.
Ooh.
Going further down the road, and they're on bicycles, but they're on the illegal ones, the quick ones. And I get to a red light and I'm thinking, I'll just run this red light if they're behind me. Of course, I'm going to run this red light if they're behind me. But I turned around to look if they were following me. They weren't, but they were looking. And because I turned around, it was raining, I slipped. My bike falls, on the side, but like very slowly. Like I've come off a ped before, not when I was driving. Don't get me mad. I can drive my bike.
Don't.
But like because it's so heavy and I'm just a girl. I'm literally 5'11" and a big babe, but it's fine. Whole 76 kg.
Yep.
My bike slips on the side.
Damn.
So now I'm on the floor.
Oh.
And I knew what was going to happen. I knew exactly what was going to happen. And I was like, okay, let me just prepare. Let me just push this bike up. But took 7 seconds for the bike to drop because I'm going, no.
That's worse than a fast drop. A slow drop.
And by the time I stand up and I get up, I haven't even lifted my head up. I got Shy Cartier playing in my ears. So all I can hear is, chat about it. You need to shush. That's all I can hear in my ears.
The bike wanted you to shush, or?
The bike wanted me to shush.
I wanted you to shut up.
And by the time I got up, one's in front of me, blocking the road. One's on my left. The one that's on my left goes, oh, well, that ain't yours, though. That ain't yours, though. And I'm looking at him like, trying to figure out, who is this man? Who are you, child? Thank God I had my finger, though, because I feel like it would have been worse. Maybe if they'd recognised me. I don't know if it could have been worse. And maybe they would have just taken it, but now she's got enough. She's fine. I'm sat there and I'm going,
oh my days. Everyone's like, who you chatting to, bro?
Babe, I sat up and I was just like, sorry. So I was like, where you from? That ain't yours though. And I was like, what are you talking about? It's not my bike. Bear in mind, again, all I can hear is Shy and my heart's going. I'm not lying to you. I'm scared, babe. I'm actually
scared right now.
I'm
like, listening to the story.
Guy in front of me looks around, looks back, looks forward, and he goes, yeah, I can't lie. Hop off.
No.
I looked up here. I said,
Ava.
listen, my bike malfunctions, so you can't turn it on all the time. Sometimes it takes 7 goes, sometimes it's the first. And I'm trying to turn my bike on, it's malfunction. I'm thinking, oh, man. Oh, I'm burning. I look up and I'm like, you know, I'm way supposed to rob a girl. Being quiet, a bit quiet, because I'm like, I don't know what you've got on you, And then he looks at me, he's like, and his brother's like, what? But you ain't driving this, though. That ain't in your name, though. And I'm like, yes, it is. And at this point, I took my headphones out and I was trying to start playing out loud. And I'm like,
oh my God, I'm just a girl.
Pause. Look up. And then I'm like, listen, I'm a girl, you know. Like, I'm like please. Like, on a level, please. So I got heels on. And the one in the front was like, yeah, I can't lie, bro. Can we allow it? And I thought,
oh my God.
The one to my left is like, okay, I was just joking.
Oh my God.
Nothing about what you did to me was funny, by the way.
That
I
was
come
not
up,
funny.
you wasn't joking. If I had jumped off my bike, you would have taken it.
Taken it.
You've seen a girl fall over on her bike in the rain in Elephant and Castle 2:30 in the morning. The first thing you think to say is, that ain't yours though, hop off.
Deep in heels.
In heels.
Have some
I'm just
class.
a struggling babe.
This is the thing with the new generation. Do you know what I mean? They don't have class like the old ones. The old ones, you have to be a boy. Do you know what I mean? Now anyone can get it these days. I'm scared myself. I'm scared someone's going to confuse me for someone else. Yeah. And I'm walking around in my bomber jackets and stuff. I got to make sure I'm skipping around so people know I'm a girl. Because I'm tall. Do you know what I mean? From the back, I might look like a guy.
I was just happy I weren't in my tracksuit. And they were looking at me like, what? You ain't just going home at 2:30 in the morning, no. You're definitely shooting or something. And I was like this. I was like, let me go home. And my bike turned on. And as the second one went to spot me, I was like,
They spotted you.
Yes, but only because I called them. I was like, bro, you actually trying to rob a girl? If I jumped off my bike, they was taking it 100%.
Ava, hop off. I would have actually started crying. I would have been like, please, please.
From the second he done the head.
Just let me go.
I knew what he was going to say to me. And I was preparing myself. I was like, listen, I'm not going to get stabbed over this.
No, you can't get
They
stabbed.
didn't have no weapons. They were 14, 15.
True. You would have had to just run one of them over with the ped bike. Deep.
It weren't turning on, babe. That was my plan, babe. My bike weren't turning on, babe. That was exactly. My heart is doing this, but I'm going, your knees. I'm trying to turn it on.
Oh my God.
So that's the last thing that made me angry.
Well, Ava, I'm glad that you survived that.
Exactly.
Cheers to surviving that.
Cheers to that.
Goodness me, I'm so sorry you went through that in South.
Yeah, it's
I'll
'cause
make
you weren't
sure.
there.
I know. I'll
You
make
weren't
sure.
governing your ends.
I think I know who that was. I think that was Reggie and Callum. You know what? I'm gonna round them up and I'm gonna give them a fine for that because that's not allowed. Okay, you've got a South London pass, so they're gonna be in big trouble for that. Reggie,
I'm going to be sick.
when I catch you. Now, Ava, everyone knows you from TikTok. You're big fish, but you're a little bit of an enigma, you know, because you don't talk a lot on social media, but you're going to talk today.
Right.
So I'm going to get to know you. Well, everyone wants to get to know you. Don't you mean? Do you know what I mean, guys? Like, we see her dancing and stuff, but we want to know who is Ava? What does she eat for breakfast? You know what I mean?
Who is she? Let's
find out stuff about Ava. So, some quick fire round questions. How do you like your eggs?
You're kidding me.
This is a serious interview.
Okay, fried. Sorry, fried.
Fried. What's your favourite conspiracy theory?
That Avril Lavigne is not actually Avril Lavigne. After that 2001 album, that's not You No More, babe.
Is it not her?
No, listen, I'll listen to what the hell? Hey, you.
Do they think she died after that?
So they think someone killed her off
Before...
and then got a new person, like cloned her basically and killed her off. Because obviously she went from, did I not tell you that I'm not like that or the one
Let's
who...
think it over. It's not like
we're dead. Right? And then all of a sudden she's pink and blonde.
I know.
Talking about, you made me so hot. I was like, listen.
I understand that. Okay.
So that's my favourite conspiracy theory.
What movie do you know all the words to?
Mean Girls.
Same. Same. Oh my God, so good. Okay. What football team do you support?
Guys, I get hate for this one. I can't lie.
God.
I actually get, from like my people.
Why?
Because I have a few.
Who cares?
Yeah, we don't care. Because the girls are angry because why do you care so much? Why
Of
do you tell me I
course.
can only support one team?
There
I'm
you
going to
go.
support who I want to support.
There you go.
So growing up, my dad was Chelsea, my mom was Liverpool. Both my brothers are Fulham.
Ooh.
I ain't supporting Fulham. Sorry, like I'm not
on
about that. So I was like, Dad, I'll come with you. My mom's got people anyway. My niece, she's
got
already,
backup.
yeah, exactly. And you're fine. Liverpool's doing good.
Yeah.
Let me go with my dad. Used to go to the games and stuff. Drogba was,
Is it? So what team is that? That's Liverpool.
And Frank Lampard.
That's
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Yeah, so I was in the stadium them days. And then as I get older, all my friends is Arsenal. And I actually like the team. So I was like, okay, my cousin's Arsenal, my uncle's Arsenal. So I was like, okay, I like both. So if it's like a Chelsea-Arsenal game, I'm just not bothered, babe. Like, I don't mind. Like, I really don't mind. But if Chelsea's play, I'll support Chelsea. If Arsenal plays, support Arsenal. Liverpool's third.
And who's the hottest player on the Chelsea team? I don't even know who it is. Who do you think is the hottest player? You can't say. Why? This is by the way, I've told you before, this is the boundary bell. So if you don't want to answer a question, just ring the bell. Oh.
Do you know what? Can I just throw it back?
Yeah,
you said on the Chelsea
throw
team.
it back.
I'm just
throw
going
it back in a circle. Go on.
I'll just throw it back and say Drogba from back in the day. Because,
Okay, period. What was your first email address?
AVS.
Oh, that's cute.
3423 at gmail.com.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Mine was Shelly Rules 90.
What was your first Instagram name?
I feel like it was with Shelen Zamora.
Okay, period. Mine was Ava Ray Grande _3.
Ariana Grande fan. I hear it.
Stan. I don't care what she did. I don't care whose man she stole. I made a video about this a very long time ago. I'm actually unbothered, babe. I'm really unbothered. She gave you way too many albums, way too many songs. I don't want to hear anything from anybody. I don't want to hear anything from anybody.
You Ariana Grande fans, you lot really stick by her.
We will.
I am a fan, but the stans are like, you lot really, bloody hell. I wouldn't want to go to war with you lot.
She gave me way too much music.
What's your favourite Ariana Grande album? Oh, not the creak of the shoe.
Babe, all of them. But if I have to be like my actual soul, probably Honeymoon Avenue. It's just the first one. But then again, every single one. Then she came in, me and your mama on a Sunday. She was in the background of the Loop Machine.
I really like the Thank You Next album. I feel like I'm a new fan though. But do you know what I mean? But I love that. That's the album that made me like love Ariana Grande. Okay, what's your Chinese takeaway order? Hard question, isn't it?
Why can't I even remember what it's called? It's been so long since I've had a Chinese takeaway. The
Special fried rice chicken chow mein.
noodles. Yes, chicken chow mein.
Chicken chow mein.
And prawn crackers.
Is that it? No pressure.
Sometimes you get a little like chili dip on the side.
Period. Say less. I mean, these biscuits are very nice.
These biscuits are very nice,
Alright. Do you believe in past lives? And if
yes.
so, what were you in your past life? Do you
I
believe?
don't know what I was, but I just know my age is 73. And I think the number's 109.
Wow.
There's like a set amount of like how many times you reincarnate.
Swear down.
I'm between 73 and 79.
Is it?
Yeah,
what number do you think I
sure.
am? Thing is about me, right? I've got quite a new soul energy, but my wiseness, I've lived this life before.
Yeah.
So I don't waste my time with stupidness.
Yeah.
And what some people have to experience to understand, I see as logic. So if you can live up to 109 lives, I'd say I'm about 50 maybe. What do you think?
I think you're a bit older than that.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think you're up here with me, babe.
Is it?
Honestly.
We both are quite wise, aren't we?
Yeah. Like you're going to be bound to go through trials and tribulations.
Trials and tribulations.
But I feel like if you wanted to be a therapist, you probably could be. So I think you've got to be plus 70 at least.
Is it? Learning a lot from you. If you was a cake, what would you taste like?
Very nice, you know. Going off my sense.
You do smell good. You smell quite sweet.
Yeah, like maybe like a little vanilla moment, you know, like a little
vanilla honey, little something.
Honey in there,
little something you want to dip
something bit nice, you know.
Period. What's your favourite self-made playlist called?
Feels.
Is it?
I got
good on there, yeah?
I've got like 11,000 followers on Spotify.
You should be a DJ. You should be a DJ.
Artist soon.
Oh, we got a section about that actually. Okay, what's your best and worst habit?
Okay, my worst habit, I still pick my nails sometimes. Not today.
What's your pick
Not
your
today.
nails?
Yeah, like I don't bite them, but I rip
it?
them. Like if something's chipped, I'm like just gonna peel the whole thing off. And my best habit, I've never dropped sports. I've always maintained doing sports. I do sports like 3-4 times a week.
You like netball?
Yeah, netball.
You used to play football?
Yeah, but I was bad at football.
Is it?
Yeah,
what position did you used to play?
In football?
Yeah.
Babe, I was goalkeeper for a reason. I played Hammersmith and Fulham, but that's because Hammersmith and Fulham had no one. And my girl Maisie, who plays professionally now, I think Ipswich, shout out Maisie, always been good. She used to come up to me and be like, your foot is so big, Ava, just stop the ball from going in the goal.
No, that's not nice.
And I was going, babe, no, but it's real life.
Okay,
it's
cool.
That's some factual shit right there. Like, why can't I stop a ball from going in the goal? She's not wrong.
When I played football very briefly, I was quite good in goal myself, really. I just stretch along the goal.
Do you play sports? Because I can picture you getting so into it. And
no, I did. When I was younger, I had sports every day of the week. I had like Monday netball, Tuesday gymnastics, Wednesday cross country, Thursday netball. Like,
so what are you doing now? Why don't you do it anymore?
Do you know what happened? Yeah, my school, secondary school, no shade to you lot, they didn't push sports at all.
Okay.
So as soon as I got to, I went to one school in year 7 and I went ham. Then I changed schools. That school was like the one that was like sports. And I changed schools in year 8. Nothing. Like PE was dead. Like I went to all that. I was like, oh, they got all these sports. I went, no one was there.
You need to come start playing with me, babe.
I need to.
You come to the basketball courts. Or come to netball.
I'm very active. This is the thing. I actually love sports. Yeah. I only stopped playing football because I got scared I was going to get injured.
I hear it. Them toe injuries, they're not for the weak.
My knee. It was my knee. It was starting to feel like a string was pulling on my knee. I was like, listen.
I had an MRI last week.
I can't.
Yeah,
I've got a career now. Do you know what I mean? I can't be out of action. Do you know what I'm talking about? Right, Ava. We're going to play a little game called Op or Not. All right? Because we've had a few ops in our lives, right? Goodness me. We'll know an op when I see one. So I'm going to read you a scenario and you tell me if that person is an op or not.
Okay.
Simple. All right. Let's play Op or Not.
Sorry, just your iPad. Oh, it's upside down.
It's upside down, yeah?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So, someone you've met before hugs you and says, it's nice to meet you. Op or not?
I'm going to say not, only because sometimes people might just forget. Sometimes you malfunction. Like, I've said it a few times.
Same.
Even if I'm like, nice to see you, someone will be like, nice to meet you. And I'm like, oh, maybe I did just meet you for the first time. Like, can sometimes malfunction.
It can be a malfunction. I agree.
If they're taking the piss.
Okay, how many times do you think it has to happen for you to be like,
3?
You're being mean now.
3.
Okay, 3's enough. 3, that's nice.
3's your limit.
I feel like 2 times for me, I feel like the second time I'll be like, we literally met. And I reminded you last time. But anyways, that is my opinion. So, your sister tells your mum about your situationship because she's worried. But now you're getting a lecture on respecting yourself.
But now I'm getting what in myself?
You're getting a lecture from your mum on respecting yourself.
Oh.
So is your sister an op or not?
No. It's not what she cares, isn't it?
Oh, God, I'd say she's an op. I tell my mum for, man.
That's a snitch.
Literally. Okay, your man's girl best friend hugs him, but not you.
Your man's girl best friend hugs him, but not you. Lost the plot. You've lost the plot. You're more than an op. Get out of my face. You want my man. You want man and you're hungry. Or
should I leave?
Or he's chatting shit about you.
Oh.
And you don't know that. So she's like thinking you're some crazy girl. But even then, you should know better than to listen to a man. So op.
Wise. That's that 73-year-old.
And if he's bringing her anyway, you're going to hug me, babe. Unless we've got a personal problem, you're going to hug me, babe.
Obvi.
Yeah, naturally.
Okay. Your nail tech insists she can do the design you showed her, even though by the end, she clearly can't. Op or not? She insisted. You said, are you sure you can do this design? She said, yeah, babe, I got this. It's not looking like the inspo board. Now the holiday mood board is ruined.
I'm going to say for this one, could never happen to me now. Get your nail tech and stick with her when you find her. But back in the day, going into the shop, just tell me the truth, babe. You're an op. I had one time I went into a shop and I asked for marble. Now I know how you create marble nail polish. So you do the pattern first underneath with the layering with what is acrylic. Then you do whatever colouring and then you put the actual thing on top. She does the colouring coat and I'm like, oh, are you not going to put the... She's like, I do it after. I said, okay. This babe drew lines on my hands. Like she drew lines on my fingers.
That was not what we wanted.
Marble. I said, okay, well...
That's pinstripe.
And now you're asking me for £130.
Hey.
Lost the plot.
You better not ask me for that.
Lost the plot.
You better not
Paid
ask
for
me for that.
You know what I mean? I was like, thanks.
It's like when I go to the hairdresser and they carve all my head. I'm like, I love it.
What about you? Is that op or not for the nails?
I think you're an op because listen, yeah, I know what I can do and I know what I can't do. If someone says to me, Shelen, can you make a TikTok? I'll be like, I can't do that. I know my abilities.
Yeah. I hear it.
You knew what you was doing. And you know that I'm an empath and I'm going to feel sorry for you at the end, regardless of what you give me. And I'm going to pay you because I ain't got guts. So you're an op. Okay. Okay. Your cousin asks you for £200. Then you see him at Drake VIP the next day on his Snapchat story.
Did they invite me?
No.
Did they ask me for £200 because they said they had absolutely nothing left?
Yeah, that's why they asked you for £200.
Let me just say you're not up because someone could have taken you there. You could have not paid, but you could have bought that ticket 4 months ago. That could have been a Christmas present.
True. But they got Azul in their hands. Ava, you're very kind, very positive, very optimistic, very lovely. I love that about you. Now, let me ask you a little something about yourself. You recently went paragliding.
Oh my God, yeah.
The sport where you willingly jump off a cliff.
Yeah.
And fly in the air at the mercy of a man. What demons are you running from to be doing that?
You want me to be honest? Many. You know, I figured, listen, I've put my life in worst man's hands. And, they've done me wrong. And they really showed me. And I looked at him and I was with Mo and Spencer. Mo already did it, said it was lit. I said, cool. Me and Spencer were about to do it at the same time. I said, cool. I looked at him, I said... how do you know all these strings are all right? Yeah. How do you know all these strings are...
How long have these strings been here for? When was the last time the strings were?
I've been doing this for a very long time.
Okay. What was his name? Can't remember.
I just remember he was Brazilian.
Fair enough. Go on.
And yeah, and he was like, I do this every day, flying for years and years. And I said, you know what? If you're going to do something, I'm already on a moving vehicle going off the edge of a snow cliff, which makes no fucking sense, by the way. Anyone that has confidence and goes flying down these mountains, you're sick in the head.
Crazy.
How you're seeing the cliff, you're seeing where it ends. You're seeing where it ends. Yeah, I'm fine, I'll just go left.
No, man.
What if your body decides to go right and now you're dead?
No, man.
So I was already doing that. I was already risking that for a biscuit.
Gosh.
So I thought, why don't you risk it for 2 biscuits? But I had travel sickness.
Oh, my God.
And like 10 minutes before I landed, I was like, needs to be finished now.
Did you like skiing?
I went snowboarding,
and I did like it. Snowboarding more than skiing.
I liked it enough to the point where I snuck up on the last day again. Because when I get good at something, I like it. But if I'm bad at it, like, this is sports, by the way.
Same.
And I'm bad at it, I just get very frustrated.
Yeah, I hate it.
And I'm like, I don't know about this. But I just did yoga the whole way down. I was squatting. The only clips you'll see of me is me squatting. That's because the only way I knew how to get down.
Bruv, when I went skiing, I'm the same. Because I'm competitive as well. Like, and I assume I'll be good at sports because I feel like my body and mind is in sync.
Was that your first time?
That was my first time skiing. I was terrible. Like, terrible. Like, I was sliding backwards, like,
Did you pick the skis
nearly...
or the snow?
Huh?
Skis or snowboard?
It was skiing.
Okay.
But apparently, if you're not good at skiing, you're good at snowboarding.
Hey, let's go back again.
So we need to go back still. Maybe I might be good, not going to lie. Okay. You're a big fan of my worst enemy in the whole world. Do you want to take a guess at who that is? No?
I ain't got a clue.
I'll tell you who it is. Lime bikes. Okay? A lime bike. Do you know a lime bike took up my tooth? You know this story, right? I've told it a million times. No. Yep. I was on a lime bike. I didn't know it was electric. It shooted off, about to go into oncoming traffic. Had to throw myself off the lime bike. Landed face crash on the floor. Tooth fell out. Front tooth dead. 2 a.m. My man's in Manchester. There's no one to help me. I'm wobbling through South London, screaming, crying. Do you know what? There was a man on the road when I crashed into the floor, and he said to me, "Excuse me, have you got any change?" I said, "No, my tooth's fallen out." He was like, "Oh man." Then he walked away and left me there without a tooth.
Sounds like London.
Sounds like London, Ava.
Wait, so when did that happen?
That happened 2 or 3 years ago. And I hate lime bikes. You love them.
Stick your tooth back in it.
This isn't a real tooth. This is like plastery stuff. It's not even, I need to get like my teeth.
Your whole tooth gone.
This teeth is lit. There's literally like a millimeter left of the tooth for real. Like, it's gone. Like, I'll show you a picture. And it was the day before Mother's Day. And like, I had to go the next day and be like, "Mum, my tooth's gone." But you know what? And do you know why? Because I used to drive lime bikes home drunk every night.
Oh, well, it asks you, are you under the influence, doesn't it, Shelen?
Does it, Ava? Does it?
Last time I checked, it makes you do a test. You have to press the stop.
Hey. It didn't ask me anything. And you know what's mad? There was one lime bike left, and there was 2 guys scanning the lime bike. And do you know what my cheeky self did? I slid my hand in and scanned it.
I've done that before.
And they were like, "Oh!" And I was like, "The game's the game." Then look at me, toothless.
Oh.
It's called karma. That's what I'm hearing. So, you love a lime bike. What other ways do you like to risk your life? I like to eat dairy. That's my risk that I take. Anything else you like to get up to?
Lime bike living. I have my motorbike. But nothing too unnecessary, I'll be honest. I like to risk my phone's life a lot. I leave that unattended and just stick it. I'm like, listen, I've got hope today that I'm going to be all right. I like to think I've gone through my fair share of just like losing my items. My teenagers was disgusting and dark and a horrible time that you couldn't pay me £2 million to go back to.
Wow.
I lost my purse all the time, lost my phone all the time. These times, I don't really risk too much for a biscuit.
You don't? You just do paragliding. That's it.
That one was silly, but I did record a video first for my mum.
Oh, that's lovely.
I said, listen, I'll just let you know. My will, everything goes to you. Have that.
Ava. Yeah. Right. In this life, we all have haters. Yeah. We have lovers. We have haters. Do you remember the first ever hater you had?
Like in this life?
In life. We can take it back to primary school. Do you remember the first time, looking back now, that you think, hey, that was a hater? That was a hater.
I mean, I do, but I won't say names. So let me
No names needed.
Let me make it a
it's
teacher instead.
Here. Go on. I know you got someone up your sleeve.
Biggest op, still to this day, Mrs. King, English.
King. Oh, God.
Yeah. Irish, but she's op.
What did she do?
She hated me, but she hated anyone that was good at English, but maybe had autism or ADHD. Because I don't think she knew how to deal with teaching you, and she was obviously unhappy being a teacher as well. And the worst time, obviously time and time again, Eva, pick up your book. Eva, focus. Come off the table, Eva. And I was like, okay, fine.
Come off the table. Fine. Wait, we just skipped over that. Why was you on the table?
Sleeping.
Oh, I thought you meant
lift your head up, Eva. And I understand that. Fine. Sleeping across, that is a bit rude. That's rude. I hear that one. Cool. One day I decided, let me actually be good here. Let me give something to you. Let me give you something.
Let me be nice.
And I'm answering a question because I thought, listen, I'm good at this subject. Let me stop acting like I just hate the whole thing just because I don't like you. We don't get along, that's fine. I would be so interested to see a birth chart today, but we'll never know.
We'll never know. Anyway, I put my hand up, I'm answering a question. Mid-answer, she said, Eva, talking. She cuts me and she says, Eva, I can see your bra through your shirt. Oh, not her slut shaming you.
Slut shaming me. Bear in mind, I'm in year 9.
Yeah, titties in year 9?
What am I? 13? No, I'm still a B today. But I was like an A then. But I had my Victoria's Secret pink bra.
Period.
Because I can. Because I can.
Because you can.
And I had it, and I remember speaking, I was just like, bear in mind, I went all-girls school. Yeah, nightmare of a school already. I was like, what do you really want me to do about that? Do you know what I mean? She was looking at me like, my girl goes, Miss, like, surely, like, it doesn't really matter if she goes to work. She go, do you want me to kick you out as well, Lily?
Do ya?
I said, she's really coming for everyone today.
Lily was a rider, though.
Yeah, she was. And she's like, she's really coming for everyone today. And I was like to her, and she was like, there are male teachers in this school. I said, well, is
oh my God, well, why should they shouldn't be looking?
You're not going to be that 43-year-old man.
Period.
Is looking at a 12-year-old's bra.
I think so.
And working in a school for all girls. Was that not the main issue there? Was the main issue that my shirt quality was down bad?
Exactly.
And my bra was neon pink.
Exactly.
What was the real problem?
Exactly.
And it's summer in a hot classroom.
Exactly.
CBO didn't have no AC.
Exactly.
Allow it.
What's the real question there? That's what I think.
Up.
Up.
What about you? What's your first hater?
My first hater was definitely this girl called Katie. I remember her in year 1. Bloody hell. She used to kick me up the bum, but like literally used to like kick my bum with her foot. And she was sorry, I'm skipping racism because I didn't even speak English when I started school. Even though I was born here, I literally didn't speak English. And I was like, Kat? I was like, what's going on? Like, Katie, fuck you. Do you know what I mean? You probably don't remember me, but
Year 1, just kicking you.
Just kicking my ass. And my mum was unprovoked. And my mum literally used to say to me, Shelen, you used to get a bit beat up in reception. And she was like, I used to come home. Mum was like, Shelen, you need to, the first time someone hits you, you tell the teacher. The second time, you need to start hitting people back. Because
your mum ate.
Literally, she was like, you're getting slapped up and I don't like it. I was like, okay, cool. Say less. And I started hitting them back.
As you should.
Right. Oh my God, we've only got 8 minutes left and I've got a million questions to ask you. Okay. Have you got any best friends, Ava?
Yeah, of course.
What are they like?
Nice. Chilling.
They're not tall, brown and Colombian though, are they?
Yeah.
So, who? Oh gosh. Well, let's see if you can make the cut to be my best friend because I'm looking for a new one. All right? And I'm not easy. Let's see what Ava's got to say. Ava, question number 1. We go to the cinema and I ask you to grab me my food. From the cinema, so cinema food. What do you get me?
I want to clarify, we ain't been to the cinema before together, but
that sounds like an excuse already.
Popcorn.
What flavour?
Mixed. You're salty, babe. Okay. Salty. Large, because why would you not get a large?
Period.
Refillable drink.
Yum, 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 yum. Perfect.
Yeah.
What do you fill it with the first time?
Personally, Dr. Pepper.
For me,
Fanta.
yeah.
Look at that.
Fantastic. And I also like a hot dog. But anyways,
lovely.
You couldn't have known that. Right. Number 2. I'm absolutely down in the dumps. I need a holiday. Where'd you book?
Colombia. Let's go home, babe.
Fair enough.
Let's go home.
Let's go
babe.
home. That was a good one. I would have said Colombia or Miami. Okay. I love Miami. I love me some Miami. Okay.
Miami's more expensive though.
It is, but you know what?
And Colombian food is better.
True.
You know that.
But money isn't real. So does it matter if we spend it? No. Right. You hear someone say that I'm not funny. How do you handle it?
Are you fucking mad?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You notice someone's copying my TikToks. How do you shut that down?
Comment at Shelen.
I like that.
Swear this is at Shelen though.
Yeah, I need a bit of vim. That's why I need a little bit of vim on that. The tag was a bit too it's
a bit too
bit too anonymous. Not enough vim. I need the vim. Like swear down.
Stop fucking copying my girl.
Okay, period. I like that one. And this one's hard, but this one might get into might help me understand your brain. You see on my story that I've spent the entire day watching Hunger Games, the whole series. Okay. What does this mean? What do you do?
You're on your reds?
Something like that. It means sick. I'm going through it. Everyone knows. I feel like when someone's watching the whole of Hunger Games or the whole of Twilight, you need to give them a call.
Yeah.
Make sure they're okay.
Something's wrong.
Something's wrong.
Or maybe you just wanted to nap. You're tired. You work a lot, babe.
It might be that. Might be that. Okay. Oh my God. Let's talk about music.
Okay.
You love music.
Yeah.
Do you want to be a music artist?
Maybe.
Do you think you could have been a pop star?
Yeah, I believe that with my whole life.
What would your stage name have been? Ava. I guess.
Ava Ray, man.
Ava Ray.
What a little... How blessed.
Ava Ray.
How's that my government? Thank you.
I'm loving it. What would your album name be? I can just imagine it now.
Really depends what phase of my life, I'll be so honest. Because is it a country release? I don't know.
Oh, is it? What kind of music would you release?
Hey.
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 We'll find out.
We'll find out.
When I was 14, my brother used to make me sit against the wall and scream to try and get the heavy metal scream down.
Is it? Can you try and hit it now? Heavy metal was something I could never. I do like to rock out, yeah, but heavy metal is a madness.
Yeah, it's a bit much, and I don't really think I have it in me. I'm not that angry anymore. It'll probably be more of a sad, we be like a sad R&B girl or a sad pop girl. Maybe like a little Olivia Dean, maybe something like that. Something like a little,
down.
you know.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. What would your tour name have been? Go on, you got this in you.
You can't name me.
If you would have had to been in a PR couple, who would you have been in a PR couple with? That's a good question.
When I was young.
Yeah, when you was 19. Go on, you got this.
19, I don't know.
Oh.
Younger.
Go on.
Justin Bieber.
Is it?
I think everyone would just...
That's a good one still.
Yeah.
That is an...
One of the JLS boys, maybe.
Is it? Who did you used to like? I got JLS's autograph, you know. Yeah.
Thank you. I met them as well. I got a little picture of them
Swear
when I was
down.
11. Like,
Swear down. I used my mum's phone to call X Factor to vote for them. Because I loved them that much.
well, obviously.
I used to love Aston. He was my fave.
I can't even remember one's name anymore.
Aston is the short one.
I remember him.
He definitely comes up to my elbow now.
Or
But back then I had a dream. Do you know what I mean?
maybe someone in One Direction them times as well.
Harry though. Zayn.
Or Zayn.
I like
Zayn
Harry. I'm
now.
not gonna lie. I always liked Harry. I didn't even used to like white. I never really liked white boys, but I liked
never
Harry.
minded.
You never minded.
I've
have
never
you?
had a racial preference.
Yeah,
ever.
you never. Gotta be open. That's the thing. That's how you find love, mate.
Hey.
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 Hey. I'm just a girl. And you know what? We've nearly come to the end of the show, really. I'm trying to think if I have any other questions for you. Oh my God. I've got so many questions for you. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much of a crasher are you? These are quick fire questions.
I used to be a straight 9. Now, 5, 4.
Amazing. If your ex was a candle, what would it be called? Oh, sorry.
I was gonna have a crazy answer.
Get next one.
Let me know. See, crash out. 2 for that, honestly.
How often do you lie?
Very rarely.
Me neither. I don't like lying.
I
I'd rather
don't
just
like
tell the
lying,
truth.
really.
I don't like
I can't
having
lie.
to think of things in my head. I don't like it.
Unless they ask me at the thing if I'm allergic to any food and I just say eyelash glue. Yeah, I'm allergic, but it's technically like, they don't need to know that. They don't care about that.
They don't need to know that about food, no. And final question. Where's somewhere a man should never be?
Anywhere near me again. No, I'm joking. No, that was a joke.
Oh.
That was a joke. Sometimes live myself. On a serious level,
Yeah.
having conversations in government about our rights. That's who you should never be. Unless you're on the right side and you're trying to convince otherwise, don't stop.
Yeah.
Same in podcasts, discussing our sexual lives, our body counts, our
Absolutely.
areas, abortions, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be there for that unless you're
An ally. Keep our names out your damn mouths, basically, is what we're saying.
and our vaginas
And our vaginas.
Yep.
Keep your mouths out of our vaginas,
Yep.
like Ava just said.
and our cervix.
And our cervixes.
Yeah, and all our holes.
And everything.
Yeah, just
Stay away from us.
we're angry. We don't need you.
We do not. Cheers, Ava. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you forever, me darling. Yeah.
Is there anything you'd like to say to the camera before we go?
The girls are angry, and we'll probably say that way.
Good day. See you next time.